Hi, this is Ronnie, and welcome to my channel and to Punched Out Thursday with Kathy, Krista, myself, and Dorothy. Today we will all be featuring our punches, and I'm going to be doing Bob the Builder. That's my great nephew Parker, and we went to this place kind of sort of like Chuck E. Cheese, and it had pizza and stuff, but it was in um, Charlotte, North Carolina, South Carolina, Charlotte. Anyway, that's where we were at. They lived there, but we were visiting. And here I took my 1/8 inch punch that is laying there in the purple, and I just punched holes all down this strip. And I didn't get them super straight. I got them close, but not super straight. And then I put yellow behind there. And the left-hand side was a little wider than the right-hand side. So I put white faux stitching on it to make it look like I did it on purpose. But I didn't. It was just ended up that way. I'm going to make it like, since my nephew, great nephew, is in that little car, I'm going to make it like Bob the Builder's in the car. And first I started making the little car, whatever it is. And then I got to thinking, maybe I ought to make Bob so I can make sure this fits Bob. So I will cut these two pieces and round the edges. And I might even cut the black parts. I'm not sure. I can't remember. But yeah, then I'm going to stop and I'm going to make Bob. And yeah, I really needed to make sure that he fit in there before I did anything else. I wanted to make it a little smaller than this area right here so that he would fit there. See, I want to park him right there in the bottom right-hand corner. And yeah, I stopped because I thought, yeah, Bob's got to fit in there. So I might have to so I didn't cut out the black parts because that's what I was thinking. How tall should I make this? How tall is Bob? So this is my oval punch. I bought two oval punches off of eBay. They were used and it said make offer. So I made an offer and she took it. I guess they've been on there a few days or something. I don't know, but they work great. So I do have two larger oval punches. Um, Here I cut the body, and then of course the arms you do the same size and cut it down the middle. And Bob has a plaid shirt on. It's orange and yellow, and I looked through my 6x6 paper pads, see if I could find anything similar, but no. So I am going to put little teeny tiny squares on there and make his shirt checked. Well, it takes a while. Take my word for it. It takes a while. Using that pick and putting glue on it and putting them on there. You really can't tell looking at here on this, but in the close-ups you will be able to see them on there. And I inked them with Rusty Hinge. I started out with the yellow from Memento and it just wasn't working for me, so I switched to the Rusty Hinge, which y'all know is like a favorite. And uh, I spent so long on that, I forgot to do his overalls. So he don't have overalls. Sometimes he has like a little vest on, but other times he has overalls. I didn't do neither one. But I think he looks all right. Maybe he got hot and took it off. I used that black paper to make his mouth, and I used the 1 inch punch, which is the same thing I used on the head, and I clipped it so it'd start the curve, and then I clipped again to get the mouth. Well, it was too big, of course, because I knew it was going to be, but I liked the curve on it. And so his mouth's going to be there, and both eyes are 1/8 inch, and the nose is 1/8 inch. And here I'm going to work on his hat. I used the 1 inch punch again, and one I cut at the halfway mark, and then the other one I cut farther up. See how high it is? Because I wanted to cut out of the middle to make the bill on his hat. But and here I cut the other part that could have thrown away but kept to make that strip in the middle of the hard hat, where it comes up a little higher. Why, I don't know, but they are on there. So I made it and I inked it so it'd be sure and show up good. Then I put the bill on there. This is his hair. And I put the glue on there and thought, oh, I better go ahead and put his ears on. I punched them out. They're punched at 1/4 inch. And I think it's 1/4 inch. It's either 1/4 or 1/8 inch, but I put them on first, and then I put his hair behind it, and then I put his hat on. And here all I'm doing is doing a reinforcer light because I know all I'm going to glue is the bottom part of his chin, and I wanted to make sure it stayed on there, so I just took a scrap piece of paper and did that. And oh, I had to fix that just a tiny bit. One end I cut by hand because I wanted it to match the other end, and I didn't cut by hand very good, so I had to go back. Oh, I show in the washing machine. That's where I got the steering wheel. This is the little door on the front, and yeah, I cut him a steering wheel out with the die there, and um, the little hands are 1/2 inch, and I'm kind of I didn't glue at the top part of the steering wheel because I wanted to tuck his hands in there. I wasn't sure how high up I was going to go with these hands, but I didn't want to make them something hard to make, so they are just circles. But of course, sitting there, you really can't tell that all I did was make circles. And here I'm putting those parts on, and I did make them long because I wasn't sure exactly how long I needed them, but I can cut them off after I get that done. And I'm just going to put the top part on there. His little cart's not very fancy. It is going to have headlights though, so he can see. And tires. I am going to put tires on there. And I use that Doris embossing folder to make the headlights because, the headlights are usually kind of bumpy looking. And I'm putting, they're 1/2 inch, and then the yellow's 1 inch. And I am inking the yellow. And I'm putting them on there, but I'm going to go back and put 1/8 inch little black eyeballs on there. But I forgot right then. But I will go back and do it. And here I cut the tires. I cut 2 strips, but I really only needed one and to cut it in half. And I took my 1/8 inch corner chomper and got the corners on it. That piece up there at the top and the bottom part of the car, I used 1/2 inch chopper on it. But yeah, I'm done with Bob and his little cart, except for the little eyeballs. There they go. They're on there now. And um, I'm going to make my title, and I'm going to make it wrong. And while I'm letting the Nuble drops dry, I get to thinking, I didn't do that right. I didn't make the title right. So I will fix it. So if you're sitting there watching and thinking, oh, that's wrong, she's got it wrong. Hasn't she been watching Bob the Builder? No, I haven't. Not in a while. My grandsons watched it all the time. And of course, I seen it when they would be watching it because I'd be there in the room with them. But it's been a while. And these letters are from Freckled Fawn, and they're kind of quirky. Some are capitals and some are not. And so I'm going to put 4 banners on here. And I'm going to at first put, can we do it? Yes, we can. Well, then I uh, almost forgot my toolbox, and I happened to see it. I showed it earlier. I used Spellbinder's dies to cut them out. And since it wasn't punches, I just went ahead and put them together. I used gray. I punched them all out twice, and I used gray, and then I used a colored one. And when I was doing it, I thought, I don't have anything small enough for the eyes on this because his tools have a mouth and eyes. So I was doing them with my white gel pen and a black Sharpie. But my black Sharpie kept getting where it couldn't write because of the white gel pen. And so they're kind of a little bit on the messy side. So I think the next time I might use the 1/8 inch punch for the white. Well, if there's ever a next time. And then just use the Sharpie for the eyes. But yeah, I'm going to get all this on there, Nouveau drops on there and everything before I realize I did it wrong. But at least I noticed it. He still don't have any overhauls on. I did not notice that until after I started editing. But yeah, can we do it? Yes, we can. But it should be, can we fix it? Yes, we can. And fix is a 3-letter word, and do is 2. And I thought, oh, am I going to have to move all that over to get it? But it fit. it fit just fine. And if I'd had enamel dots that was yellow, I probably would have just used them. Oh, and here I cut a couple of those. This is from my mini kit Monday kit, and I got that paper out of it because it's an erector set, and I thought it'd go great with Bob the Builder. And I fussy cut two of them out because I thought I'm going to use them on there. Well, of course, I forgot about them, and I had to make room for one of them. I couldn't get both of them on there because I couldn't figure out where I was going to put the other one at. But I got one on there. And let me tell you, they were not easy to fussy cut out. The little hooks was the hard part. But yeah, they're on there. And there's my little toolbox with all the tools, and you'll get to see a close up of it at the end. But it's Spellbinders, and I bought it, several years ago, maybe 4, 5. And I bought it for mass killing cards, which it works great on there, but it also works for a scrapbook page, especially if you are using Bob the Builder. And yeah, I'm fixing my title so that is right instead of wrong, because I'm sure he would let me know. I played Hot Wheels once with him when I think he's 3 or 4, and his dad worked for NASCAR. And I was going around the track, and he says, "No, no, to the left, to the left, to the left, always to the left." So I had to go to the left because apparently he is thinking of race tracks. But yeah, that's it. That's my layout. And there's my close up, and there's my tools, and see their little eyes. And when I could put a mouth, I put a mouth on there. And there's Bob, the Builder, and no overalls on there. Oh, I can't believe I forgot these overalls. And there's my punches where I punched them out. And see, they are a little bit crooked. They're not perfectly straight, but it is handmade, so it looks all right. But I want to thank you all for watching. Be sure to check out the other gals to see what they did today with their punches. I'm sure it's going to be awesome. And I will leave links below for all of them. And if you leave a comment below, I'll get back with you. And if you like the video and hit a thumbs up, I'd appreciate it. And if you are not subscribed to my channel, I'd love to have you subscribe. And if you're already subscribed, thank you so much. But have a happy scrapping week and a safe one. Thanks for watching. Bye.